Chapter 2. Men at Death. While thou knowest the condition of the departed members of thy race, have been made familiar with the effects of the habits and associations of perverted men, measurably thou meritest. But know thou that their conditions are varied. Then, bidding me look upward, she said, What beholdest thou? Or bidding thou look about me, and with wonder behold an orb, brighter by far than the sun of earth in its meridian glory, light, pure, beaming along the celestial skies, radiated therefrom. There, said my guide, I, many thou wouldst say who close in raiment soft, white, move in harmony. There, nine shades never fall, and death or gloom have no element. Those who enjoy them blessed abode do not suffer. No sin or pain disturbs their calm repose. But more of this thou shalt hereafter learn. Other sins less joyous must first be given thee. Marietta, thou notice well that with man are varied characters. The departure of the spirit from its unsettled and shattered habitation below works no change in its nature. Then, touching my forehead again, she said, What sayest thou? My vision being opened to a new scene, I beheld before me forms without number, struggling in the agonies of death, some in kingly palaces, on dying couches, richly hung with the drapery of costly price, some in humble cottages, others in gloomy prisons, homes wise iniquity, lone forests, barren desert, in deep wild waters, some lying beneath the scorching sun, some perishing upon bleak and snowy mountains, some surrounded with weeping and attentive friends, others dying alone and forgotten, some perishing for the religion, others tortured by the cruel savage, some aged, despised, helpless, forsaken, others orphans cast out, destitute, some expiring from wounds inflicted by the assassin, others crushed beneath the heavy tread of the war horse in the battlefield. Thus were time and eternity meet, were revealed the sin of indescribable misery. This, said my guide, is but a faint view of the effects of violated law. Touched again by the light beaming from her right hand, I beheld the immortality of those who were quitting their halls of clay, entering upon the regions of eternity, and commencing new and untried realities. Around each dying form were gathered spirits, varied in appearance and in movement. Our battlefields were congregated the spirits of the dead, and according to the mortal nature of the dying, were that of attending spirits who awaited their arrival in the spirit world. In like manner, all classes conditions are affected, since this immediate state or vestibule of the spirit world is visited by beings varying in character from the unholy and the rest to the bright and the sanctified angels, who in multitudes congregate at the portals of death as the messengers of God. And all classes, and they emerge from the physical form, are attracted to and mingle with kindred associations, beings to whose character they assimilate. Those of discontent and unhallowed natures are attracted by like elements and enter into regions overhung with a cloud of night, while those who for the love of good desire pure associations by heavenly messengers conducted to the orb of glorious appearing above the immediate scene. The strange sensations of human spirits, and they mingle with disembodied multitudes beholding, what was transpiring around them excited my wonder. While watching the movements, I began to ask myself if what I saw was reality or mere imagery reflected upon my mind in a dreamy state. Upon discovering my thoughts, my guide took me by the hand, saying, "These beings moving about thee, once the inhabitants of earth, once art, having left the mortal dwellings, are commencing a new state of existence. Their surprise is the effect of their sudden change from an external objects ascends to a spiritual, and their more immediate knowledge of cause and effect. But more of this state their condition shall be revealed. That instruction will better befit thy mind. These things we will listen to young bright orb. The saying she led me towards a cloud of light. While passing the minute she touched me again, I became conscious of additional and expanded vision. Behold, said she, the countless planetary hosts. Mark the rolling orbs, sounds, the system of sounds, moving, silence, harmony. The vast expanses occupied, peopled with universes, constructed in infinite wisdom. These are inhabited by holy beings, happy and immortal, so varied in degree of development and refined spirituality. Again, the organs of perception were touched, and lo, abound around me, and far in the distance were passing and repassing with the quickness of thoughts, spirits of a pure light. This, said my guide, are ministering angels. Their supreme delight is to go upon errands of mercy. Their home is with the ever blessed. They are employed as guardian protectors and messengers of holy thought to those in conditions below them. But beholding them ascend and descend, one drew near me, in whose arms, the ball upon whose angelic bosom, was the infant spirit. The angel passed and saw that its nourished nestling rested in calm security, apparently conscious of its safety in the hands of its protector. Whence came this? I inquired. And the angel answered, I received it from a heart-broken mother at the gate of death, as the spark of light expired in the internal world, and am conveying to the spiritual infancy in the paradise of peace. As the infant's guardian spirit proceeded, we moved silently in the same direction until the scenes below perished from my vision, and my being was absorbed in the bright light descending from the orb we were approaching. So we entered the plain, whereupon were visible trees bearing fruit. Their interwoven branches formed the arched canopy of evergreen above us. Passing through these shadowy groves, I was delighted with the melody of the birds, whose warbling notes arose in sweetest song. There we paused, supposing that I was on some terrestrial orb. I inquired its name. My guide answered, These trees, these flowers, these birds occupy the outer expanse of the spiritual paradise. So pure are they and so refined that mortal with a beclouded vision may not behold them, and so soft are notes that they are not made audible to the dull hearing of man. Being habiting forms more gross, do not conceive the reality of the existence of a nature so refined, absent from thine body, thou canst comprehend through spiritual senses the existence and reality of spiritual habitations. But what thou dost now behold is but the outline and more exterior of the home of spirits. These floral plains and warbling melodies are but the lower order of the external habitation of the sanctified. Thus I discovered that these groves appear as if moved with adoration, and that these melodies which charmed and invigorate thee with new life are but notes offered to higher degrees of love. Here redeemed, the first conducted by the guardian protectors, and they lead the valley and the shadow of death And here they are taught the rudiments of immortal life. Here they receive instructive lessons related to their heavenly abode, and learn the nature of a pure love, unmarred by sin. Here are first tuned the layers of a ceaseless praise, and they learn to enter immortal accent to the Lord, the Redeemer, and receive new-born thoughts which bring to them increasing sense of the reality of their change. Her friends who have advanced in spiritual attainments return from higher employment to welcome the Spirit on its entrance upon this plane of the spirit world. Here kindreds are permitted to meet and hold converse, and this is in this immortal growth where Spirit first attempts in unity the Son of redeeming grace, and reposing in soft and heavenly sweetness, breathes the pure air of a paradise. While listening to this strange welcome address, my spirit burned to meet the friends long lost to me on earth. The angel said, "Thou art not tarry, since thy present mission is to learn the condition of the departed child of God. When thine course on earth is ended, thou shalt mingle in the infancy of thine immortal state with thine kindred to receive lessons, preparatory to advance to more exalted dimensions, the more glorified home of the blessed." Then she reached out her hand and plucked a rose that hung over us, and bidding me receive its fragrance with it, touched my lips. Again a more interior sight was given, and I beheld around me, and moving in every direction through the varied fluorescence, happy beings without number. Desiring to mingle with them, I sought permission, but my guide moved on, and upward through forests, becoming more pure and fair as we ascended.